personally. I play a lot of first-person shooters. This definitely was not a combat game to me of any kind. It's just a very kind of like casual, leisurely laid-back exploration game, like discovering new territories, new atmospheres, things like that. My brother was the one that I was watching play it, and I mean, if you like exploring, if you're really into like science things, if you like, seeing things that you wouldn't normally like, obviously science fiction because that's what this game is. But if you like exploring territories like that, it's great. If you're looking for something that's going to be like Borderlands or something like that, it's definitely not that. So this wouldn't be the game for you. It's very boring to watch, I will say, but it's fun to play, especially if you're naming your own shit. That gets interesting. But yeah, I just feel like it's a very casual game to play. It's not very stressful. You can battle the people that live, well, if you want to call them people, you can battle the things that live on the planets if there are any, and if there's not, then you're just, you can just explore and mine for things and stuff like that. But other than that, it's a very boring, casual, laid-back game.
See, that's what I heard. Like, if you like it, it's a very peaceful game from what I've heard from some people. Yes. But then again, I've also heard, like, after, like, the first 2 weeks, it lost 80% of its player base. So it's definitely a game that needs to find its niche audience.
I don't think that they're going to do anything to it because a lot of people are really okay with how it is. And the reason being that No Man's Sky, as big as it is and everything that's contained within it, it's not on a scale to be a massive combat game like people are hoping that it'll turn into. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if, somebody tried to take over your territory, you could battle them for your planet or whatever, but people are expecting it to be something large, and it's definitely not that. So, I mean, I read some things about other people's opinions because I was like, okay, so is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? And the reason that a lot of people are okay with it is because the sheer imagination and like everything that went into creating this game. I mean, who the fuck else is going to create a procedurally or progressively generating game with 18 quintillion planets to be explored that basically is never going to be completed by anybody ever? I mean, if the creators of the game even had to put drones out there, that's enough to tell you that this game is massive because they don't even know what the fuck is out there. And so that's just my opinion of it. I view it as a very casual game. I know some people want other stuff from it, but a lot of people are saying that it's just great how it is because of everything that it took to build something like this. So I guess it's just a matter of opinion. I liked it, though.
Yeah, I mean, from having, I think I'm up to 86 hours logged into the game since its release, with 45 of those hours coming within the first week. Yeah, I mean, I explored all the different planets that were in my first solar system before I even took off. Naming them all after our host here. Like my home planet is REMO Hard Ass, not to be confused with REMO
I can't wait till I get this game and fuck with you.
Good luck. But the only reason I feel it is a very casual game. It's a very laid back game. All the animals I encountered, all like I think it's like 117 or something, were all passive. They're all gentle creatures, except for no, all of them are. It was the atmosphere that was trying to kill me on one planet. It was actually radioactive, and it was like super radioactive where I would have to go inside of a building or get in my fucking ship or I was going to drop ass and die. But,
drop ass in an isotope shower.
Right. But, I dig the game for a while, but then, I felt like it started to grow stale because there was nothing...
Yeah.
There was no point. Like, I was always battling the atmosphere of the planet or, trying to find resources to refuel the ship. I was not having to worry about any outside force trying to impose its will upon me and kill me. So, I mean, yeah, I like my casual games, don't get me wrong. But at that same time, you know, I like a game with a little bit of, you know, excitement and a little bit of a twist to it.
More of a meat on its bones, you could say, is your kind of gameplay.
Yeah, but, you know, the game itself, it's fun. I love going around, finding different shit, naming different shit, and everything else. But, you know, if you're more looking for, like, an action-packed kind of game, No Man's Sky is not for you. But if you like your casual games and you want to kill 6 hours and not even realize you killed 6 hours exploring one fucking planet, it'll happen. Trust me.
Yeah.
Fuck, the first night I got it, I killed, like, I think it was, like, almost 10 hours. I looked over at the clock.
Dude, you were texting me, like, every hour, like, oh my god, I named this after you. Oh my god, I found this.
Yeah, the flying fucking, basically, it was like a cow with a dragon head with wings.
What the fuck?
I named it after Remo. I was like, it's a Rema.
It's a Rema.
It's a female.
It's not a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a Rema.
Rema! Save us, Rema, save us. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, it sounded like a fucked up meowther.
Meow, that's right. Anyway.
I'm meowther on bath salts.
Oh god, yes. But
meowther, hi!
The game is fun, don't get me wrong. The flying outside of atmosphere, I thought I would be engaged by a few more ships after I did discover that the planet isn't totally abandoned. There's settlements from colonization and things like that you can explore. Like, there's tons of different buildings. And the language thing, oh my fucking god. I thought Final Fantasy 10's language thing that you get to learn there was neat. No, this is fucking balls to the wall. They'll give you... I had to learn a word for conveyance in an alien fucking language. I mean, like, that's... conveyance isn't a word that you just use every day. Oh, yeah, you know, this is my conveyance right here. No, motherfucker, you don't just bring that up in topic.
That's a next level college shit that nobody uses.
And fucking Inferno there was another word that I was like, really? You guys have a word for that? What the fuck? But anyway, that's definitely awesome. And the fact that they there's monuments and mini games to unlock certain things that you have to get right, or you're like, I've almost died from fucking up on an alien monument and getting it wrong. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die here. This is how I die. I get killed by a fucking stone obelisk instead of by some flying demon creature.
Yeah.
Fuck my life. But, I definitely recommend at least giving the game a try. Even if you aren't a casual gamer, giving it a try, because you never know. It could definitely be one of those games that you end up going, huh, this is pretty fun. Oh, I haven't showered for 4 days. Huh, I only sleep for 30 minutes at a time. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Now, to let people know, you are a Rust player. So that has a lot to go into this.
Yes, I am a Rust player.
Okay, so this is going to be me.
Of course you
We've had two people play it, two different aspects of this conversation. And this is an outsider who actually wants to play this game. Check it out. I think it looks cool. But from what I've read and seen so far, this is the deal with the game. It's been kind of decisive since it came out. Yes, it's lost over 80% of its first starting off player base. But then the rest that stayed are rabid players of this game. From what I heard, if you're into Minecraft and Rust and those kind of games, this is right up your alley. That's the next level. Perfect for you. Especially if you're more of a casual gamer or even a hardcore gamer, because you can do this casually just to look around, take in the scenery. It's very peaceful from what I've heard from some people. From other people who are hardcore into like Rust and Minecraft, it is a massive game that you can spend thousands of hours in just creating and doing and just having a blast. But then at the same time, it's decisive in the fact that it promised a lot of things that it did not deliver, where they flat out lied about. There's going to be humongous space battles. They lied, flat out said yes, and no, there's not. They lied about being able to play with friends easily. That was a flat out lie.
Well,
but it's going to be patched. I heard at least that's going to be patched. Sorry, let me get my words out real quick before I forget. No, I already forgot. Shit, what was I going to say? But this is a game that you should at least try to check out. If you're not in the rest of Minecraft, then you should probably stay away from it. But from what I've heard, if you're into those even a little bit, this could be a game you should check out, and I know I'm going to definitely do it.
The space battles. One of my friends that I work with has No Man's Sky, and he was telling me about he was fighting space pirates in his ship. Like, there are, like, no, it's not going to be like, I mean, obviously it's not going to be like, I'm going to throw in an example like Mass Effect, where you're just going to have an army against another. I mean, obviously not. You can barely find your own friends in this game. Like, what are the chances? Yeah. But he was telling me, like, he was fighting pirates and stuff like that as he was flying a ship. It's like, that's kind of badass, actually. Like, I wouldn't mind. I mean, epic space battles, like, but I mean, I'm not expecting Star Wars out of them. Like, I can't expect that. But honestly, from what I've heard about it, maybe they embellished a lot, and they probably did, knowing that this game is very complex and it's very slow paced, whereas like most people now are used to like fast paced, fast shooting, like in your face shit. I know this isn't it. No. Honestly, and like people have told me, it's like, oh, you should really get it. It's like, I don't have a computer that'll handle that. It'll explode.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why not just buy a PS4? It's like, yeah, I'm not buying a PlayStation 4 for one game. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, for what it is and how big it is, I think they did a really good job. I obviously can't give a review on it. I haven't played it. I've seen some videos of it up. And it is not exciting to watch unless you're like into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the potential is there for some really big shit.
Yeah, and definitely, like you said, there is a lot of potential there, and they have said this is going to be like, okay, if you're not a PC player, and then you won't know this, and let me explain it to you. There's a thing on Steam called Early Access, which Xbox tried to do or is still doing. I don't know. But games like Subnautica, games like 7 Days to Die, Rust is a very good example of it, DayZ, where you could get the game for like $5-10, like we did with Golf with Friends, me and Carmageddon, and then they keep adding to the game. And from what the developers are saying with No Man's Sky, like, don't forget, on the first day the game came out, they put in a patch that completely changed the game. They said they are going to add more stuff in, more space battles, more armadas. They're going to make it where you can find your friends more easily. So, if this isn't your game now, give it 5 or 6 months, check back and see, because they are going to add a lot more elements into this. And right now, yes, it was $60, which is, you know, some fans feel like they didn't get their money's worth. But don't trade it in just yet, because they are going to be putting a lot more stuff in it. And this is a game where it is about the exploration. Like, if that is your thing, then that is your thing, man. Like, this does take Minecraft to a whole new level.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, going in, you got to keep the mindset that it's not, you know, like everybody was saying, it's not a fast-paced, hit 'em up, shoot 'em up, blow 'em up kind of game, you know. Like, the only flaw I found was the lack of actually getting engaged by pirates and stuff. Like, you know, I had the pre-order ship that you can trade in and get and stuff, so it's got a little bit of more storage space, and I think it has better blasters. And I was thinking, oh yeah, about to fuck shit up with blasters. I more than half the time keep my lazy ass in my spaceship and mine rocks for fucking minerals and shit and go sell them at the space station. But you know, I'm lazy, I can't help it. But anyway, but no, definitely the game is fun. Gotta give it time. I did hear rumors that people keep suggesting, you know, have hostile animals in there for certain planets and shit. And, you know, and from what I was seeing, developers were contemplating that. But then they don't want to have it to where you're trying to look up this hostile animal, get it logged in, name it, and it kill you and shit like that, too. So,
right.
But, I mean, overall, I enjoyed the game. I really do. And I have not showed it to my wife yet due to this one fact. I went from having 20 hours on Rust to having 100 and almost 30 due to her playing Rust because she was addicted. That's why I have not showed her this game yet. She fucking damn near tripled my hours on Rust.
Then I'm not going to show my girls because they're like that with Minecraft, for fuck's sake.
Oh, my son, my 5-year-old, he will sit next to me like a damn statue and watch me play, and then start asking questions after about 20-25 minutes. Daddy, what's that? Daddy, what's that? Cole, I don't know what that is. I'm naming it right now. You see me naming it.
Daddy's discovering.
Right? You want me to name it after you? I can name it after you. Hell, I think I found a plant and I named it Coffee Cup because I ran out of fucking names.
You're just like, whatever's around.
Yeah, I started looking on my desk. I'm like, broken Crayola, Coffee Cup, screw, cigarette butt.
A million years from now, like, some advanced alien species is going to come to that planet and go, what's a Corolla? Corolla?
Right.
Crayon Corolla?
A fucking 86 Corolla. What the fuck is that? Don't ask questions. It's badass. Just go with it.
Fiasco.
Oh, God. Yes.
Taco Bell Bathroom Blitz.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. I'm going to go play after this, and I'm naming the next planet Taco Bell Bathroom Blitz, and the system will be Taco Bell. I had just charged up my shit for warp drive to a new silver system. Fuck with me.
Well, I do kind of want to go back on something that Justin said, or I think it was Justin that said it, but like where they're supposed to be adding more combat and like mentioned like wanting to have hostile creatures and stuff like that on the planets. I think that would be cool. However, not in a sense that they could go out looking for them, but you know how in game, for those of you that haven't played it, you can actually tame the animals that are on their planet, to speak, and you can actually befriend them, and same with the locals that are on the planets too. You can either choose to fight them or you can learn their culture, and then eventually you can trade items with them and sell them shit. So if you come to a planet that's already been discovered, I don't think I've come across any, so I don't know how it looks or how the gameplay changes, like if there's certain things that pop up when it's not discovered versus when it's already been discovered. But if you were to come across somebody else's planet and try to like manipulate it, so like change the names of stuff, you know, everything comes up as usual, but if you were to try to change the names, all of a sudden the planet turns against you. I think that would be really interesting.
That'd be kind of cool.
Like your creatures protect your planet when you're not on it.
Yes.
That God damn, dude, don't orgasm over it. It's not that deep. The geekgasm is real. But or they could do something kind of like Minecraft and 7 Days to Die, like where at nighttime hostiles come out, or certain planets are peaceful, but then you land on one planet and the natives are hostile, just like how you would on like just in our planet Earth. You have peaceful civilizations and not peaceful civilizations and animals, this and that. And they could work in some like night or day system or some solar systems or certain planets. Like there's a way to work it in where you can still keep the peaceful aspect for some. And I do like Carmageddon's idea though. Like that if it's already like a manned planet, like it would go hostile against you if you tried to conquer it or something. This sounds kind of interesting.
That's not the savior from the skies, get him.
Right. It's a false idol.
How dare you call yourself X, capital X, lowercase x, Skrillex, Rocks, X, capital X, X.
926.
How dare you?
Could you imagine, like, Taco Bell Bliss running at you?
Oh, God.
Bathroom Blitz.
Brown liquid. What is that? You don't want to know. Get back in the ship now.
Oh, my God. It's the chimichanga gravy train.
We need to get off of this planet now. Why is it radioactive? I told you to get in the ship, bitch.
Should I try the brown sauce? Don't try the brown sauce on the Taco Bell Bathroom Blitz level planet.
Do not shake hands with any creature on this planet. You understand me? I don't care if you just made 35,000 credits. You don't shake hands with him.
Montezuma's Modern Revenge.
Oh God, no. Oh, I did. I know you had made mention that somebody had found a planet that was all water.
Yes. Yeah.
I found a planet that probably has, like, it's the reverse of Earth. Like, there's patches of fucking water that are just massive, and they're so deep that I almost run out of fucking air going down and coming back up. And there's fish and shit. There's fish and shit all down in there and all kinds of different plants, and I was just trying to swim down to get the fucking resource I need to refuel my fucking warp drive, and I was just like, I'm gonna die fucking around trying to fucking fish in the bottom of this lake.
Yeah.
Some Loch Ness monster comes out and eats your balls off.
Oh, and on that same fucking planet, it's outrageously fucking hot. So if I walk in the sun and don't get my ass in the shade, I overheat too. I'm like, damn, I drown, I burn up. I drown, I burn. God damn, I can't do nothing right.
Fire, death, or drowning? The age-old question, which is the worst death?
Fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna go over here and shoot at this fucking sentry drone thingy-mabob that's all pissed off because I'm breaking shit.
Alright, so what are the ratings for the games, by the way?
Thing.
Yeah.
From you guys, what rating do you give this?
I'll go ahead and start. I'm probably gonna go with, a 7.5 just for the simple fact that it's I can feel it can use a little bit more hostility. I really dig Carmageddon's idea there. With the planet trying to defend, because you're not the right false idol falling from the sky in your rocket ship. We know what he looks like. He was black and 7'3". You're
Justin,
white.
Keep
You're
dreaming.
Like 4'5".
Justin in his fantasy. I bet your wife wishes the same thing.
He was breathing through an aspirator and everything. He fucking force pushed somebody off the cliff. Oh wait, wrong thing.
Hey, leave me alone.
Anyway, but hi, Mr. Kitty.
Wow, God, you talk about ADD. Okay, Carmageddon, what rating do you give it?
I have to agree. I give it about a 7.
You give it any kitties out of 8?
Huh? Oh. Yeah, I give it about a 7. Simply because, same reasons. Like, I really like the exploration side of it. The fact that you get to see a lot of things that us as gamers were really used to, because we're used to seeing like monsters that don't look anything like anything that we would ever come across in our lifetime by far. Kind of bored with it simply because, like, yes, there's a lot to explore. Yes, there's a lot to discover. Yes, there's a lot of things that you can, like, resources, and like it's really interactive. So the fact that it like what Jessica was talking about, when you go out into the sun, you burn. If you go into the, the water, you drown. Like, the complexity of what we would actually deal with if we were to go outside of our solar system, I do like that. The real time kind of makes it drag on forever.
Yes.
Yeah, I did hear that's kind of a problem.
I know that they're talking about putting in, if they haven't already, some patches so that you can build equipment to make it go faster. Time warp and things like that. As to whether or not they have, I don't know. But I know that there have been a lot of people throwing that around. I know that I listen to an IGN podcast every Wednesday, and they were actually talking about that kind of stuff, and that it was kind of being tossed out there, and like the developers were really considering it, because they're like, okay, a lot of people don't have time to sit and fucking fly their fucking ship for 15 hours to get to their next location. So they're talking about doing things that you can, like, modify your ship and stuff like that, make it run better, more efficient, but yeah, a 7. I mean, I guess that could change. I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say that it's going to stay at that, but as patches come along, I'm sure that they'll reevaluate the rating system on it. And
yeah, they definitely said they're going to add a lot to it, and I've heard a lot of that it is the time management is monotonous, and the traveling from planet to planet, that most people would rather stay on one planet than having to travel across the galaxy because it takes so long. Is that an issue that you guys have noticed?
Me, with it's not so much planet to planet. Planet to planet, I'm okay with, because you got a boost on top of your regular speed. It kind of speeds it up, so but it just might be my system. My planets are normally about 2.5, 3 minutes away from each other. I hit the boost, they're about a minute and a half. But then what takes the longest for me is going from a system to another system, because I've moved from one system to another, and hell, I thought the game froze. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Holy shit!
The screen kept moving, but I thought it was like stuck in a loop or something. I was like, fuck. I went, made a pot of coffee, came back, realized I'd been up for almost 24 hours, and sat down, drank my coffee, fell asleep, woke back up, and I was like, fuck, I'm here.
Now,
holy shit! Really? That long?
Yeah, like it'll take away your life. Have you also noticed, maybe it was just like the planets that we were visiting, but you can't run.
Fuck no, you can't run.
Oh,
yeah, you can't run. You can only walk.
Oh, I mean, you can.
You can, like,
there is a
your
sprint.
pack, but
There's a sprint option. I had to go in and check and make sure. There's an actual sprint. I moved it to my right analog stick, or my left analog from my right analog stick to run, but it doesn't matter. He runs like fucking Call of Duty people for 6 seconds, and then he's like, fucking.
I know that a lot of people are saying that when you try to run, it uses a lot of your resources.
Oh wow, really? That's kind of.
I don't know, because I'm used to running with the right analog, but I guess it's actually on the left, is what Justin said.
Well, I click mine down. Yeah. So, but I mean, that is one thing I did catch, was that run. So now, because I have, I think, like the 3rd upgrade on the jetpack or whatever, I just jetpack all over the place.
And I do still, like I mentioned before when we were just talking about it before, I actually got to witness any gameplay. I do still like the checks and balances, though, because as you progress through the game, like the more that you play it, you actually you really do ask yourself, like, oh, is this really worth picking up and selling? Or, should I save my backpack space for something, that's going to be more beneficial to me later?
Oh yeah, I've found myself doing that quite a few times. I'm going,
oh yeah,
what the fuck do I need more carbon for? No, I just put the carbon down, put it down. Go over there, pick up that green item, because whatever that is, it sells. It's green. Goddamn, don't.
Goddamn economy. It's always about money with you people.
Them Gex, motherfuckers. I don't know about where you're at, but my main traders are the Gex fucking Federation. They're monotonous little fuckers.
Oh my god.
Alright. Hey, Justin, put in your headphones, bro. You're making everybody echo.
Oh, I did that so when I went pee, I could still hear the conversation. Fine.